Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you very much for joining me here. Hope you're having an amazing day. Happy Saturday to you and your family. Hope you're being a safe and responsible trader. We're going to take a look here at Rndr token, kind of see what's going on here with the big picture, some micro and macro analysis as well. We're going to kind of take a quick peek at some of these, Elliott wave retracement levels in addition to the RSI and where it's going, okay? Because there's a lot of cool stuff here we want to just double check on. All right, so if you're new to the channel, love to teach people to trade. If you want to become a better trader, cryptocash.tech is a site. Link down below. We took some trade profit here at 57% as a community in 2.5 hours from Ethereum for a short yesterday and 28% for 2 hours as well. That's all included in the monthly package. If you're interested in pursuing that, obviously check that out. Also to help us grow our Twitter community, we are actually bringing a lot of good relevant information to you here. Awesome stuff. Be sure to check that out as well. It's got like fundamental technical data, pretty much everything you need to know, along with a little bit of sense of humor. So pretty fun stuff there. The one thing I do want to show you really quick is some heavy shorts here that we took from Ethereum. Nice little short from 1979 to 1842. And of course, Bitcoin got into roughly 28,000 at 27,250. Okay, so cool stuff there. Really, really good job. Congrats again to all of our community members for that. Taking a look here at Rndr though, let's go ahead and see what's going on. First of all, we are ascending still above this trend line, right? So even though the price came back down and came up today, it's kind of bouncing around a little bit. For lack of better terms, we're still ascending bullishly, and that's a very good sign. We look down below here at 70 on the RSI. We got a little ways to go. So with the money flowing into this coin, even though the MFI is still high, we bounced off of 50 on the RSI. That's a very, very bullish sign. Okay, so this does imply if Bitcoin can hold its current price point, we will see the price continue higher. Furthermore, as well, we got a MACD potential divergence, but that's kind of slowing down now. A lot of times what can happen too is when you have these kind of bounces, the price will actually bounce off the converging line there and effectively converge positively. So we could very well see that. Key is here, we're above the 20-day SMA, and that's commonly a good little trend setter. So you can usually see a trend line form on the 20-day SMA. Okay, so that's good there. We can also see the 50-day SMA is trending itself upwards positively as well. So in all reality, we're looking pretty good on a lot of different fronts here. So mostly bullish on the daily, even though we had this 3-day correction. It's pretty safe to say that if Bitcoin can hold its current price point, that Rndr will continue positively. Okay, it will render itself useful, right? No, pun was intended that time. All right, so let's take a look here. We can see the 200-day SMA working its way up as well. We did lose the 50 and the 20. They're potentially diverging right now, so it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. Sometimes you can see the price reject when that happens. We'll find out here soon, but my money is that we're going to get a little bit of a rejection out the 190 range, 187, and kind of go from there. Furthermore, we can see a bounce here off of 30 on the RSI, trending up towards 50. So if we get rejected at 50, we could see the price action stay below. Keep in mind, you see when these bullish trends occur, the price is above 50 on the RSI here, and obviously the price did one of these, okay? Previously, when it's been below, you can see the price kind of go below and low on the RSI. So it's a trend I'd like to kind of bring to people's attention, because sometimes people don't note that, hey, we're mostly bullish if we're above, mostly bearish if we're below. We're tentatively bearish right now, obviously with that significant dip, but there's potential it could change. And the reason why that could happen is because we got a MACD convergence on the horizon here. We are soon to converge. So this is a very positive sign from a swing trader's perspective that the price should continue further. Let's see here as well. We came down to a 9, got overextended. We're about 3 4-hour candles in here. So legitimately, if this runs up to another 9, we have another 6 more 4-hour candles of continuation to the upside. So 24 hours, I would say, left of green in the tank here for Rndr. Keep in mind as well, Bitcoin is doing fairly well today as far as a slight recovery is concerned. Okay, so in that regard, we got to make sure that we understand that since it is doing that, Rndr is responding naturally as well, right? Keep in mind, Bitcoin dominance is down, altcoins are coming up. And this is the weekend, essentially, where a lot of different coins are starting to consider emerging, if you will. Okay, so this is one of those coins I would definitely keep an eye on if you haven't already. Taking a look at the 1 hour, though, what we want to take a quick peek here is at the T sequential. We can see we're at a 9 right now. So hypothetically, we should experience a pullback. It doesn't always happen. You can keep going further past 9, but typically this just takes, what this does, it takes a 4th previous candlestick and counts up to a 9. When you hit a 9, you've become overextended, and the probability of pullback is fairly high. That said, we're at a 9. We could see a pullback to the potential next area here. So what I'm going to do myself personally, because I like to buy these kind of dips when they occur, I like to go ahead and get in where it's roughly the most recent high. So if you see this here, you can see the price action came up here, came back down. We're establishing higher highs and higher lows. Okay, this next low, if it were to come back down to this level, that'd be a perfect buying opportunity, because this most recent high works as a support. So that's right there in the range of what we're looking at. In fact, let's go ahead and just adjust this upwards a little bit so we can kind of take another look at that later. So to me, when I do a lot of these analysis over the weekend, weekdays, whenever, I'm paying attention to a lot of different alerts that I'm setting and coming back to a reevaluate later. Okay, because it may not be worthwhile getting in at that time if Bitcoin's making lower lows and lower highs, right? A lot of little things you want to factor in, but for the most part here, Rndr does look fairly strong contrary to Bitcoin's lack of success. And that's a very, very good sign. A lot of money's flowing into this coin. Very last thing we probably want to take a quick look at would just be the Ichimoku cloud. This is another reason not to take a long position into this range here, because first of all, lagging span just broke free of the price action. That's a good sign. That's bullish. But what's extremely bearish is this cloud here. And the cloud, to me, is a really important indication of telling you what side of the tracks you're on. Until we actually close above the cloud, like up in this range here, 190 or higher, there's probably no reason to take a trade. All right, or a few days later, when the cloud essentially naturalizes itself lower, you can essentially take entry at that point because then you are on the right side of the tracks. Okay, so to me, confirmation is everything. I try not to just roll the dice when I take a trade. I try to take informed decisional trades, which is why we've been taking some healthy profits this month as a community, because the simple fact that we're being patient, right? Now, granted, we're bringing day trades to the community soon as well. That's going to be available month end. I'm excited about that, but for the most part right now, I can tell you that we are looking mostly bullish here for Rndr, and that we are waiting for confirmation on the smaller time frames before we jump right back in. That to me is what I like to wait for. Again, different folks have different ideas. When you're day trading, it's a different story altogether. From a day trader's perspective here right now, it does look like it wants to continue to run. But I would recommend waiting a little bit. We are overextended on the hourly, and that to me is a reason for a potential pullback we might see here soon. So that's pretty much what we got here for today. Once again, help by joining our Twitter here, help us grow our following, and essentially like, retweet, and all that good stuff. Also, too, if you want to be in the runnings for potential signals access, all you got to do is register with my partner BitGet here. We have a deposit bonus at the end of the year, or correction, end of the month. Sorry, this lasts for the next 7 to 10 days, and by May 1st, essentially that will be unavailable. But the great news is all you got to do is retweet this message, click this link and get registered, and obviously once you fund your account and start using that account, you'll be good to go for an invite to be sent on May 1st. Okay, so be sure to check that out. Really, really cool stuff there. I love BitGet. They're my favorite exchange, even though I have other exchanges I work with as well. BitGet's by far my favorite. They've been just a really, really good resource. No problems, no issues. Very good level 2 data. Phenomenal exchange. Be sure to check that out. Hope you have a great rest of the day. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next one.